It's also ended up being this Rubik Underlord, which is something we saw them first phasing in Berlin and was a pretty popular strategy at that major. Just confident enough to take it in the first phase. They got it here kind of in the second combination. It's a lot of base damage reduction in the Fade Bolt and the Atrophy Aura. You're looking at a hero in Juggernaut that has to eventually carry this game with his base damage being effective in the Omni Slashes and all of that. Cannot underestimate.
Bound and then go back in.
Quinn's pretty damn tanky, and Tofu has spin.
Yeah,
They're gonna try.
Omni Splash, Telekinesis stops the charge, but they try to sting out Claps in, goes, oh no, the spin! He got him bounce back with the Nether Strike, and that means that Quinn is gonna be okay.
Very nice steals from Tofu here.
Yeah, that was a beauty.
And he even got him at the end.
Has been killed.
Ooh.
Finally, the first Mystic Flare put to use to get a kill.
Nice little find.
Things small to work with, and it is. These kills are worth a lot more gold than they normally are. Jabs,
bleed
stand
your
and
last.
fight and die to drop. Perhaps a bit late.
It's a pretty slow battle fairy here.
Yeah.
His lane was very tough though.
Oh, Nether struck, but they do have a charge out from the high ground. Telekinesis trying to catch Makoto, and he will die before he can get the Rolling Thunder off. Now, Gaming Gladiators with that pickoff. Not sure what they're gonna do. Don't think they can really hit a tower. No need to.
Just gonna farm. Keep on farming till you have some dispels, some spell immunity potentially, and then you're not afraid of these silences and slows from the Talon lineup. And they're gonna have real problems sticking on these cores and bursting them because they don't have that much AoE. They have to go on core targets, take them down to get a fight advantage here. That means getting everybody involved in a single burst situation. If you that boom is getting their shit together,
Radiant's middle tower.
Nine Pandas were
Wise.
strategy. We'll have to see. Still waiting for someone to kind of break what gaming have set up in a lot of these games. It doesn't seem like that's ever getting broken. They get outplayed every once in a while, or they have a bad game, but the actual strategic setup is not being really countered. Because again, we're looking at another 25 to 30 minute high ground for them with these Aegises that they do this every game. They build the auras, Ace is there to unlock the other two cores, give them the sustain, Undying, Rubik, two supports that can build the utility and give them the backup they need to go for these early high grounds. They just get away with it every time.
Okay, so your suggestions have been more wave clear, more team fight, generally speaking.
Well, you can go one of two directions. Either you beat them on lanes hard enough that their timings are all off.
Yeah.
Game, they wouldn't do mid game.
BKB, Mystic Flare bumped him out of it with another strike. They'll still blast him down, and the Omni Slash will pick up the other support. Now, the cores of Gaming Gladiators are free to run this down now. A lot of abilities have been used, and it's up to Talon just to get as many heroes out as possible. They'll lose 2 for it.
Trade 2 for 2 supports, and 23 gets on the other side of them. That's a hex on Jabs.
The opening is here. The Force Staff trying to get him away. Telekinesis stops the charge. Trying to go for the Nether Strike. Finally gets it off. They do have a very deep. They got pulled in really, really badly. Makoto, he's going to have to roll on out of here. 23 is going to do the same with his spin. He does have TP. He's not popping it yet. So he's going to try and walk it back. Gaming Gladiators do not chase, though.
Actually get out with everybody.
Yeah,
I think
surprising.
I think the Rupture got planar pocketed. So I'm pretty sure he put it on Makoto. Got switched over, and now they're back for round 2, looking for that Omni.
Getting splitter. 23 pops the spin, closes the distance with Dyrachyo.
There's a
Really
creep
doesn't
wave.
win that man fight, and he doesn't have the Omni Slash. They popped the glitch to protect the creep wave too, so the Omni Slash
heads
is
up play.
still ineffective.
Yeah, there's just no opening here.
Yeah.
That almost was a decent setup. If that creep wave doesn't come in, I think you're looking at an Omni Slash. Maybe you take down Bloodseeker. But very, very heads up play by Gaming to keep it alive, and I do like this reinitiation. We still just haven't seen that Hex come out from Jabs. He's too far.
Yeah.
Even with the caster, imagine there's a Hex on Dyrachyo there. You're looking at a great fight.
I think part of it was he used his ult on the early part of the fight or something.
Radiant's top
And it
tower
has
is under
since
attack.
expired on the second go.
But we're seeing some of that fight potential from Talon, even being down as much as they are. And that will be an Ags finished up for Dyrachyo. Does have that blood miss.
These Force Staffs, every single time they
Nether
think they have
Strike.
some sort of catch. Oh, the final hit from Celery, actually, the decay. Sora gets him.
Radiant's top
He
tower
does have the blood mist. Boy, both these heroes, you close the distance on Leshrac and Bloodseeker, you really are not guaranteed to be doing damage to them. They may just out-heal you.
And the sustain is significant enough they can just punch through these Caudal Blasts. You are not defending these buildings unless you can kill the heroes right now. Still have Omni Slash up for 23. And this Hex for Jabs. He's still looking for the big core targets, but his ult's out. That cast range is gone, and Ace has been blood raged on the Abyssal Underlord.
Swinging hard, swinging fast.
Another perfect game. I guess it's kind of a guaranteed spell unless you save all those and he starts again.
Another strike on to the Sky Wrath Mage. They're going to try and burst him down. Does manage to get off Mystic Flare and gets away with Glimmer Cape. Quinn chasing after him, always identifying the healing ward. Now the Nether Strike from Q with the charge backwards, but the Bloodstone heals are actually outdoing a lot of
the Tombstone.
The Tombstone! Grab ally! Comes in clutch to be able to bail out Quinn. Now they've certainly run out of damage. He's back and he's bad, and he is gonna beat down Talon. I'll get a third hero in Jabs here in the corner, and that's just GG. Yep, Talon, call it. Try and go for the deny, but yeah, they're just kind of baiting him in to get the kill.
2-for-1 special. You have Dyrachyo going Midas. So now you really want to punish him if you're Talon. Oh yeah. You do not want to let Void go a naked Midas with no regen.
No.
Just get away with it. He's kind of getting away with it.
Behold, my searing
And again, how early is Makoto willing to rotate for that? I think it's entirely up to Jabs and the supports.
I mean, there's a couple things that make it hard. The one is Quinn's just constantly spamming him, so his resources are a bit low. He's going to need a bottle refill here from Q to get back up. And the other factor is if you leave this lane versus that Orb of Corrosion Ember, your tower might just die, as we've seen a lot of times.
Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking about.
And Pugna. I mean, this is a lot of decent early tower taking for gaming. They can keep the resources up. And another quick pause.
Yeah, what?
Died on the TP as well.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, I just clicked on him. I saw the TP on cooldown. I feel like that's always an option in that matchup, too. You just like, okay, once he gets big enough, you just TP out.
Returns the favor. Instantly back towards mid. Gets a quick support kill. The tower's going to get pressured here. A courier's going to get slain. 23 has to walk from base. Makoto had to walk to base. He's going to have to TP out here to try and defend mid. A lot of the early laning stage undone very quickly here for Talon. And Dyrachyo has not been touched. That Midas is coming out on the courier. Ember kill, and that is who they're going to try and go for. This is a hard spear. A lot of reaction time, and that smoke is gone. Just like that off a single slight.
I do hate that aspect of Slight. I think it's one of the things that annoys me the most. Slight just breaking smoke so freely.
Now you can just start to slowly collapse into their triangle. The power of the Ember here.
Yeah, to get this initiation, it's a double damage Quinn. They go for the Pugna first. Use a lot of firepower to bring him down.
Oh, he gave spear away.
Well, that's not good.
Jabs, come on, man. You gotta cover these. It's a guaranteed cover here. Cannot be giving that stun. That is a very nice stun on Rubik. Extra chain stun potential for gaming.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And the range, like the range on Fatebolt Spear on a chains is now significant poke. Looking at Quinn with this completed Witchblade for Makoto. Do not have Sky ult. Like that previous fight. That Chrono Medusa, you have Mjolnir completed. If he survives, this is good for Talon.
Protect him. I don't think they're going to be able to get him. He's going to pop the Manta and start backing away. Dyrachyo diving in deeper to be able to get this one. DKB is going to be forced to activate as he did just straight up.
Arena right there.
Arena on 5, but Jabs is there the follow-up here to get out of the Mystic Flare. Nobody dies on the support side of things. Still trying to go for it, but now 23 is committed to killing supports. He doesn't get. Harpoon will make mincemeat, or minced snake meat, I guess, out of the Dusa.
Thought off DC a 5-man arena turn wrong that fast, but there's just no follow-up damage.
Yeah.
If your Tombstone's out, those AoE initiations are doing nothing for it. Gaming are happy to just turn and man-fight you down. And Ace is just walking into a Rax, didn't even need to use the Aegis.
Dire's middle barracks.
Itemization just spot on for gaming here, eliminating so much of the magical burst coming out from Talon between the BKBs and the Glimmers. There's nothing else to threaten these cores. And you're probably winning that scale trade with the Faceless Void anyway. You really needed a faster early mid game here from Talon to stall them getting to those items and create more openings. Just never happened. Go back to all those pickoffs they were looking for with the Mars and the Storm.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah,
Not
so much
nearly.
time.
They'll find each other.
Jabs uses his BKB, but boy, Darachu's hitting some serious stunts. He doesn't pop his own BKB and gets caught.
Dire's top barracks are
There's, I guess, the classic Darachio.
I mean, I feel like he just thought Jabs was solo there.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a hard kill to predict, but that is a big find for Talon. Going to open up some space for 60 seconds. Didn't cost them too much. The Ember in.
Radiant are scanning.
Going to be a question of who gets BKBs off and who gets stunned. And can you even burst Ace if you jump him with Glimmers behind, with Pugna behind? I don't think you can go on the Spider.
The Spider scouting. First time we're going to really see it this game, but it is going to be a very annoying tool. People like Jabs who are hidden in the trees might be scouted by it. Yeah, there they go. He has to blink away.
Slowly shoving them into the corner of the map. Ace controlling the front line of this engagement.
They're becoming more and more grouped up, which is a bonus for Darachio, who isn't even initiating. He's just watching Ace do his work. Look at him. He's sitting there going, I'm just going to wait and wait and wait. And eventually I'll be able to throw out a Chronosphere. And now's that time. Mystic Flare gets thrown out. Bye-bye, Skywrath Mage. Storm Spirit does manage to zip away off of the BKB, but with multi-heroes dead, they'll now turn to 23 Savage, who obviously can't 1v5, not in this game.
Ace is just a monster.
Yeah.
This guy is such a goddamn beast. Boy, and they can't jump him. It's so hard to go into that engagement. I think the Storm Shard is one of the better outcomes here. They also finished Daedalus on 23, so finally this Dusa is starting to hit with some ferocity. But not the Chrono.
Darachi just goes for it. Chronosphere, but they aren't actually going to kill a hero right away. Jab's going to get off his spells, but 23 Savage still dies. The arena could not protect him well enough.
All right.
These heroes, no buybacks, are probably GG.
He did have Daedalus, and I don't think he got a single right click off with it. As Darachio pulls the trigger, and he is farmed enough to kill you in that Chrono. Didn't even need to use the Aegis. MKB closes it out in a very convincing